Greetings everyone, here's Lodrik and this is the game War on the Pacific, Advanced Edition. This is my play by email match against Xargun. He's the allied commander and for me it is the Empire of Japan. This is scenario 1 on game version 26B and all standard stock, so no modifications. This is the second last day of June now, and maybe my Mutsu Nagato battleship fleet can find the enemy. Let's see. So I react to a task force, and there was one task force with all heavy cruisers and one with only destroyers. I don't know what is what now, but I make here a long range torpedo attack on a destroyer and it was successful. So this is a tanker group. It looks like this is a British task force maybe, but you never know because the task force leader nation will give the color to the whole task force. So these are maybe all British tankers, but one or two American destroyers. So these are all tankers, and two escort destroyers. The Steward, I think, is an American destroyer. This was hit by a torpedo and is already broken. And you can also find out that the ships are not burning, so they are empty. So this is the empty tanker task force, maybe out of Melbourne, trying to escape to Cape Town. And Mutsu is using the main battery to create firework. So of course there is no chance for this allied task force to really hurt me, but I don't know if I have much more to show for, so I let it run now. The Craven is still a potential threat, I would say. Maybe there's a stupid torpedo hit and then one of my destroyers blew up. This was already, I think, torpedo hit number 4 today in this battle, the dispatch. More tankers are going down. Next torpedo hit. But of course these are all tankers, they are slow, they cannot maneuver very well, so it's easy to hit them. Next torpedo hit. Raven is still here, avoiding all shells, but also don't really create any damage on my side. That was the first hit, but not really critical. Nagato is blasting a British tanker out of the waters. That is a little more critical. Okay, this was the first bigger hit. Yeah, all the tankers are dead. I only want to see if Craven can land one more hit. Or at least one hit. Oh, this is a heavy hit. And they're all going down. Okay, the tanker is the last one. Last man standing. Or last ship floating. But at the end, no hit on my Japanese task force at all. And you can see this was this American task force. The British task force is here in northeast. Northwest. But I don't know if this information is really true. Maybe the game tried to trick you. Anyway, I think the American task force because of the American lead destroyer, and the rest I think are all British. All tankers, all empty. But every tanker I can sink today, here, now, is a tanker less for the Allies to later transfer millions and tens of millions of tons of fuel to Australia or India. Nothing really critical, but at least 2 destroyers dead. A little less anti-submarine equipment. I must worry. And a nice bonus is this attack on a destroyer. And of course the corvette is Vancouver is here. And I pay, or my submarine pay with maybe heavy damage for this one hit. So 1, 2, 3, 4 hexes away from San Francisco. Don't know if the destroyer will survive this. If there's sinking sound, then it must be this destroyer. So, the air war. No allied fighter. And one more hit, but no explosion. So this was yacht patrol anti-submarine equipment. So even if I think this kind of ships they are used, I mean, 1-point ships, and then I think there are also hundreds for the Allies. But of course, there are a lot of sub-hunters near, let's say, coastline of California. But I have to find the enemy convoys. Good, standard bombardments. But no battle. So overall, there was this night engagement in my favor. I slaughter some tankers. and the damage destroyer is so far still on the map. So Allied damage control again saves the ship at least for one day. And well, if there's no sinking in the next 2-3 days, then the destroyer is back in San Francisco, and then in 1 month maybe back in action. Overall, there was not really much air activity, only standard stuff, but I lost one bomber by flak, so I guess also the pilot is dead. Yeah. Ship sunk last turn, all allies, and you can see there was a lot of British, Commonwealth is at the end, British, but also Dutch and more Commonwealth tanker. One US tanker, and in total Craven and Stewart both was American. Yeah, these two are the two escorts for the tanker, and this one was at near San Francisco. But this one is not going down, and this is a better one. This is a Bristol class. You can see with over 1,500 tons. So they have the wheel 5-inch guns. They going, they can engage Japanese destroyers 1-to-1. Still a lot of points, but nothing critical. All of these tankers are between 5,000 for the better one. 5,000 euro. I would say they're all 5,000 ton tankers. Maybe for allies this is small. For Japanese is standard medium. Nice to kill them, but not really game changing. In Sichuan, I must catch this guy before he block here my small supply flow. I must catch this guy, then block this small supply flow the Chinese still have, and then I can maybe cut Kinko from getting more supplies, and then I bombard this, and then I will see if they are out of supplies I can attack. But at the same time I must always keep an eye on if there's a Chinese army coming up this main road. And I can only hope that my Air Force can suppress all movement. My hunter group out of Karachi is now undetected, and then 3-4 turns back in Colombo. That is fine. Here at Perth there was this big clash. I don't detect the second task force more, so maybe they're in bad weather, I cannot see them. My Nagato Mutsu, you can see there's really no real damage. All of this is standard cruising speed damage or engagement speed damage, a little engine damage, a little system damage. This is typical stuff. I consume a little of my ammunition, but not too much. But it's enough to return to port. I would simply, one engagement is enough. I don't want to overstress this. And I will maybe call all my ships now back. The task force was escaping and must be somewhere here now. And I don't have the fuel to go full speed to hunt them down. I am low on fuel. This task was the only one could hunt them. But I don't know if I really want to risk this. We will see if there's maybe if I can locate the position. Christchurch, tomorrow there will be this battle, the first battle for Christchurch, more or less. Maybe I can end it here. And the rest is fine. Nothing around Tahiti, nothing detected by my picking boats. All is okay. No submarines more here at Nagasaki. But still some, I don't know, maybe not more. I lost detection of all of the submarines. Maybe Xargun calls them all off or back to port. Then see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.